Hey folks, Dave here with the Silver Diamond Homestead. Today we're going to talk about Bloody Butcher corn. This is one of the best heirloom corns. Nice and nice pretty ears. I know a lot of people that follow my channel are worm people, so I hope you stick around because there's a little bit to learn, especially about the cornmeal. First of all, we're going to start just talking about corn in general, and this is through trial and error. And raising corn, I've raised corn, acres of sweet corn. Problem with sweet corn is you raise it, you get one ear per stalk. It's not a whole lot of bang for your buck versus squash or tomato where you get a lot of different fruits from just one plant. It's one ear per one stalk. Not only with that, when that corn is ripe and ready to be picked, it don't care if you got to work that day. It don't care if it was always a hassle saving vacation or just hoping it fell on my off days. Or to make a long story short, that's why I quit kind of messing with the sweet corns. This year I went to the heirloom. I did a lot of research, and this Bloody Butcher corn is, it's superior to even what's put out today. If you listen to them old timers, they got a lot to learn from them. So if you still got them old timers around in your life, man, pick all that information from them because they didn't get to be old timers by being stupid. Let's just dive right in and talk about the Bloody Butcher. It's a nice tall 9 to 12 foot stalk. Around here, just for stalks around Halloween, people are paying it. Is that the only reason to grow it? Absolutely not. And I'm learning stuff every day. And I always thought cornmeal was ground corn. You just went to the store and bought it. Just now I'm learning that they don't just grind corn and put it on the shelf. Its shelf life is pretty short, and it needs to be really refrigerated or even frozen. So anyway, they process it, take all the germ out of it that's full of protein and energy-packed nutrients. And then they fortify it with other. So anyway, I don't want all that. I just want some good cornmeal and some good grits, which I'm not a big grit fan, but after making some grits with Bloody Butcher, I'll eat more of it. This year I didn't plant a whole lot of it because I was just wanted to see what it was about. Bloody Butcher stories had any merit. I grew a few rows. I'm kicking myself in the butt now for not growing a whole lot more. Your ears turn red after they're ripe. So when you pick this, and when this first becomes ripe, it's between a yellow and a white corn. There's no difference than corn you buy at the store as far as color. It doesn't actually turn red till it dries out. Number one, it's pretty daggone good just eating it right off the cob. Now, it's not as good as the super sweets, I'll give it that. If you want a dual purpose corn and something that just serves more than an ear of sweet corn, this is about the best that you can get. Let's just go on a little bit. Basically wanted to just sell some seeds out of this and have enough to plant a pretty good crop for next year if it worked out. Actually, it's not working out because I've been eating it up, and I saved a few of my good ears for seeds. You just get that couple rows started. It don't take long to shuck a ear. If you grow a whole lot, you can get automatic or mechanical seeders. So anyway, that gives you a good, probably a cup full. Now, if you want to make cornmeal with it, what I do, I take this corn and what I just sifted there, I'll just put in a big strainer, and this just gets rid of most of the shaft. After you get that step done, a regular old blender will work for chopping it up. So. Now, for my worm guys, this is one of the best feeds. I've looked all over, and I'm a pretty scientific type of guy. I want to know what grind, when you buy cornmeal, you can get coarse, you can get fine, you can get medium, and could not find nowhere a measurement, or if you need a coarse ground, it's a number 9 micron screen or blah blah blah. Anyway, I played around with it. I just made some cornbread, my daughter did, right, without straining it or anything. Now this cornbread actually has really good flavor. It does also have a lot of gritty crunchiness to it. So anyway, to get rid of that, just take your normal strainer. This will give you what the best I can find is a coarse grind. And it don't feel coarse, it feels like powder. Just look at that color. When you're making grits, I'm gonna tell you what, they'll be the prettiest grits you've ever looked at. And they'll be the best tasting grits you've ever looked at too. Anyway, what you can do with this is go ahead and you can regrind it. Now for me, I got the worms downstairs. That's about as far as I go. And I'm telling you what, this is by far to me the best bang for your buck. And if you want to make money off of this, these seeds sell pretty. You know, you get a pretty good price for these seeds, and they sell. People are trying to get back to these heirloom vegetables and crops that big corporations have kind of ruled out because they can't make enough money off of them. One of the big revivals of this Bloody Butcher is through the bourbon industry. There's several distilleries around me. This corn here is the only corn they buy, the only corn they grow. It makes the best mash. I just want to talk to you about Bloody Butcher corn. Can't go wrong with it. Like I said, them old timers, they knew what they was doing, and it's a really, really good corn. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day, and I hope you learned something. God bless.